Hi everyone, this is John. Today I thought it would be a good idea to share with you guys some skills that I've learned recently in the new job that I got back in August. I was hired to play piano for dance majors in the Ballet Conservatory, where I'm getting my master's degree, and it is a different kind of piano music than I am normally used to playing, and I've learned a lot from it, and I'm still learning. So I want to share with you guys the joys of dance music. One of the things that makes playing for dancers much different than playing for yourself, for instance, is the fact that you need to be completely cognizant of the rhythm, the meter, and the length. They really like 4-bar phrases and 8-bar phrases, and they like to keep things steady. More interestingly, the style is fascinating, varying from marches, waltzes, slow adagios to brisk tempos, and there's really a lot of wonderful things that can come out of playing for dancers, and also it's a great way to make money if you're looking for a job and if you have the skill, which I've found out. So I'm going to share with you guys a couple of things that I've learned about playing for dancers. The first thing that I've learned is they love intros. In fact, they need intros. 4-bar intros are mandatory, so they can set up the exercise as dictated by the instructor. So, for instance, if we're doing a waltz, which is in a moderate 3/4, a good slow intro would sound something like this. That is essentially 4 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you begin your exercise. Now, if you're doing something in a 2/4, then a good 4-bar intro might be like this. Like that. And then you go into your exercise. An adagio. Now when the dance instructor says, give me an adagio, it's a slow 3. Some people think adagio has to be in common time, but no, the common time slow is used for the very beginning of the exercises. The slow adagio in 3, an intro might be something like this. Exercise. So I've given you 3 examples of what an intro sounds like. Why don't we go and explore what a whole exercise will sound like? I'll use those 3 intros that I just played, and I'll play you the full exercise that I would play in a class for the dancers as asked by me from the instructor. Let's start with the waltz. They like this waltz, and this waltz I got from a CD that I listened to from a Russian instructor whose pianist recorded several of the exercises she plays. I don't always play them, verbatim, but I like to improvise on them, and they're good bases for melodies because they have nice, square, 4-bar, even symmetrical phrases. So, with the intro, this is what the exercise would sound like for a nice waltz. exercise. But what if the exercise is longer than what you're capable of playing, then you need to come up with a contrasting phrase. A B section. That was a good A section. A B section to contrast but also complement that might sound like this. Section if the exercise needs to close out. And so forth. Okay, so that's our nice waltz. Now, let's do something a little more upbeat because incidentally, evidently, they're going to give you something that's more upbeat. Let's go back to the 2/4 type march. Here's what I would play for a moderately fast march with the intro, and we'll do the full exercise. That's a good march because it defines the rhythm very clearly. And that kind of left hand, stability gives the dancers a good firm grounding on where they need to be. So you can repeat that maybe 2 or 3 times depending on how long the exercise is.